Thursday morning. A little late on the videoing, but we've already cut some maple and sycamore out here. Got the skid steer unloaded. Just kind of working our way up the creek, up here to the southern boundary. It's pretty good walnut. This is the walnut from yesterday here on the place. Cut pretty good. Got a little size to it. It hung up, which was perfect. It hung up in that little sycamore over there. So that was great. It hung up there to keep it from falling in the creek. Just took the winch onto it and jerked it down. I'm gonna get out here and bucket, or cut the top off of it anyway, not bucket. We won't bucket yet. And we'll drag it out here to the deck with everything else. Now, one thing we did have ran into here with problems, which we haven't had problems today, but you always gotta watch it. Old beaver stobs. Always gotta watch that stuff down in here. Always, always, always. It will ruin, those stobs will ruin your day real fast. See, there's a bunch of them right there in front of us. So we had to cut a few of them off, and even though they're old stobs, that short to the ground, they've still got some life left in them. They won't just bend or break when you run over them. They'll puncture a tire. We've done that before. So you always got to watch that cutting on these creeks, and we do. We cut a lot of timber on creeks. There's really no place I'd rather work than on the creeks. I love getting to be on the creeks and the rivers working. I love cutting this ash, maple, walnut, sycamore. I cut a big sycamore here this morning. I'll show it to you when we got here on the deck. Dad worked on the maple and I barked, and I went back and cut that sycamore. It was about all the skidder wanted to do to pull it out. Of course, it fell across the ditch over there, and of course I walked across it, cut the top off of it, and luckily it didn't roll, so I was able to walk back across it. Then we started jerking it out. Now here, we'll get this thing worked up. We'll trim that off right there, and we'll pull a log out of that top. That way we don't waste anything. Pretty good log, some footage in that sucker. It amazes me, it's the only one up here, kind of on some high ground too. This is the higher part of the creek. Of course, you can see this oak and stuff growing here. Whenever you get out of the maple and ash, that's how you know you're up in the high ground and start seeing this oak again. So we'll get here, we'll get to cutting, get this worked up, and get it out to the deck. Now we kind of changed gears. There was this crossing up here that was all rutted up. They had a couple piles of gravel over there, and I thought we'd smooth that up and try to bring a truck over here. That is not going to happen because I didn't think I was going to get the skid steer out. It went down, and luckily I was able to go in reverse and use the bucket to push myself out backwards little by little. I really thought we were going to have to get the skidder to pull us out. We'll go up here and look at this log deck real quick. It's pretty good maple. Sycamore is pretty good size. There's about 900 foot in that sycamore. The lone walnut, it's pretty good. Just wish there was more of it. Snow White. Sycamore. That sycamore's a beast. She made quite the ruckus when it hit the ground. See that maple there, that silver maple? Good snow white color. This walnut, pretty good too, thin sapped. A little size to it there. I guess that's about it for today till we try to figure out a battle plan here about how to get a truck in here. Well, I'd even have trouble packing those logs across that ditch, as nasty as that is. That'll make things hard right there. Make things hard, so we'll get a battle plan figured out. I want to take the pintle hitch home, and I want to raise my eyelet on my trailer. It needs to be set one set higher. One set higher. Grab the key here. Pretty short day. It was, but it wasn't. I mean, short as in we didn't really film a lot. Not that we cut a lot of timber today. We didn't lay down thousands of feet of timber or anything. What we cut was pretty good. I've got some errands to run. Actually, I'm in the middle of running those errands now for kind of the rest of the day. I've got to mail off some letters here, some timber contracts. just odds and ends. I'm gonna meet with Brandon tonight. We got a few things we're gonna do. Actually, and on the trailer, I appreciate all the feedback on the trailer. I really do, guys. And I noticed it too. Like a lot of people noticed, like my receiver hitch for the ball was rubbing the bottom of the plate for the pintle hitch eye. Well, we are going to go ahead and I don't like where that eye is setting, so we're going to lower it down another setting to where it will actually bring the level of the trailer up. That's how my other one was setting, and that's how I want this one to set as well. And doing that, that ball won't rub anything. 'Cause, I mean, there will be a noticeable difference in height there. So we want to do that. Like I said, it was kind of its maiden voyage day of pulling. We pulled the skid steer over there with the bucket and grapple on as well. Pulls really good. The brakes work really good. So far, I mean, it's a trailer. It's just a trailer. It's a work trailer. We've had a ton of people comment about, well, if I bought it, I'd have got it like this. Of course you would have. But you know what? I didn't buy it for you. I bought it for me. No, I'm always real big about ordering things to my specs, ordering things how I want, because I know what I'm going to do with it. I had one gentleman comment about he would have ordered the trailer with the dove raised in the back, being able to raise the dove for backing up to a dock. I am never going to back up to a loading dock of any kind. That's not what that trailer's for. That's not even the purpose of why I bought that trailer. I've never backed up to a loading dock before with any of my trailers, and I doubt I start now. So and it never fails. I mean, you buy something. I like posting the videos up because I know a lot of you guys like to see this stuff. And I like to watch videos when people buy things because I like to kind of get the rundown on it. But you've always got those people like, well, I'd do this different. I'd have done that. Great for you. Awesome. When you buy yours, you do yours like that. I'll do mine like the way I'm doing it. It'll all work out in the end, I promise you. Trust me, it will. So, like I said, super happy the way it pulls so far, though. Of course, I mean, the skid steer's not a big load, so it's not like we're really testing her out. But like I said, I ordered that trailer just how I wanted it. And one thing, like this morning when I got up early and headed to coffee, I don't know if it's the kind of some truck driving blood in me, but that trailer's got all kinds of lights running down each side of it. And I love those marker lights. My flatbed's got a lot of marker lights on it. Man, I think at night or when your parking lights are on, your markers and all those lights are lit up, I think it looks really good. And I do like that. The ramps are super easy to kick down and kick up. Of course, they're spring loaded. Of course, it makes a difference when the springs are new. So, I mean, they really fold up with ease. Like one hand, you can go ahead and fold those ramps back up. It is. I think it's going to be a great addition to the lineup with what we got going on now. It's going to be a good trailer. It's something I'd wanted for a while, and just it got to itching, so I had to pull the trigger on it. My other one, still got it. I've had 3 of my buddies in the last week ask me, like, what are you going to do with it? You know, I don't need it because chances are I'll never pull it. I'll never pull it unless something happens and I need it, which I hate to rule things like that out, but at the same time, that's where I'm kind of caught in the crossroads, because I hate to have a trailer that just sits around and doesn't get used, and yet I'm paying the taxes on it and paying to have tags on it. But when you need it, you know. So it's a catch-22, you know. It's you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, which I'm usually just damned either way, like the saying there. I'm damned before I'm even started, so whatever. Tomorrow, we're going to load some logs out. What we've cut the last couple days, we're going to go ahead and get them loaded up and get them sent off. That's the plan anyway, get them scaled up, load them out, because they are calling for a little bit of rain, I think, possibility Sunday. And that ground over there is wet ground. It holds water, and we don't even want to take a chance of getting some wet weather and being hung with those logs, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I could pack them out to the road with a skid steer, but that's just putting hours on my skid steer and diesel fuel and time that I'm wasting doing that. Which I don't, if you got to do it sometimes, I mean, that's part of the reason why we had the skid steer. If you got to do it, you got to do it. But if it can be avoided at all costs, avoid that stuff. Avoid it. So, that's kind of the rundown today. Nothing too exciting, just a Thursday. If that makes any sense at all. Probably doesn't, maybe it does, who knows. So, thanks for hanging out with us, as always. Channel's growing, guys. Man, I seen we rolled over 2,400 subscribers yesterday. It's pretty cool. I've been doing this, and I wish I'd have started it longer ago than when I did. You know, for years, people tried to get me to do a YouTube channel, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do YouTube. I don't want to do YouTube. And now that I do YouTube, I don't do as much on my Instagram and Facebook as I need to. And I used to be really big on Facebook, which that's how we got such the following there. We've still got over 46,000 followers on Facebook. So, and I worked Facebook really hard, and I still enjoy doing Facebook. I try to make posts when I can, but these videos, they're just a little more visual for me. I mean, because I like watching videos. You get so much more out of video than just a picture. So that's part of the reason I like doing them, because people can really see firsthand, can hear us talk and go over things about our job site and what we're doing on certain tracks of timber and how we do and why. So that's just kind of why the videos on YouTube, it's kind of the way to go, I think, anymore. So all that aside, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you already haven't. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, we're all those places. Loggerthreads.com, timbertracker.net, TimberTracker app. I need a few more things to ramble on about at the end of these videos that I got going on, so who knows, in the future we might build more things. But until tomorrow, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out with us, and I'm going to go chase snakes or chase rats, whatever they say. Do the odds and ends stuff that I hate doing. So, guys, thanks a lot. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great Thursday.